Hello and welcome to Canotillo Combos, the official Canotillo ISD podcast. I'm Gustavo Reveles, the Director of Communications for the school district. And of course, we have with us our fearless leader, Dr. Pedro Galaviz.
You know, he always says fearless, and I'm afraid of a lot of things. I'm afraid of dogs.
What's your biggest fear?
Dogs.
Dogs?
I'm afraid of dogs.
He's afraid of my dog.
His dog always attacks me.
What kind of dog do you have?
He's like huge.
That's the sweetest boxer
He always jumps
ever.
on me. I was when I was younger, I got bit by the dog.
Oh,
Same
okay.
dog. Same.
That's on you now.
That wasn't on me. I didn't do
That's on
anything.
you.
Those same
You're the
dogs?
common
Same
denominator.
dog. Bit me
That's
twice.
crazy.
And his dog, every time he sees me, he just jumps on me.
First of all, it's a girl.
It's a girl. Okay. She jumps on me. Has she not?
She jumps because her name is Holly, and she is honestly the sweetest dog I've ever had in my life. She just wants to play.
Well, I don't want to play. She should know who to play with and who not to play with.
Anyway.
Because one time it was a Saturday, and I was working here, and I thought I was by myself. Also, I heard dee 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 in the back, and all of a sudden the door opens, and it must have been like 30 minutes. It was like 30 minutes. This dog comes in
Oh no.
and sees me. I'm like, well, how did this dog get
I
in?
came here with my dog on a Saturday to work, and I had my dog with me.
Oh.
I didn't know he was here.
And he left the dog in there, shut the door.
Oh
He literally shut the door.
No, she's the sweetest dog. Anyway,
Anyways,
Anyway.
I'm not fearless.
our fearless other than dogs apparently. And Laura Lupia also at the controls here with us, and Doc, we have two very special guests with us today, and I want them to introduce themselves because they're part of the future of our community and
The world.
And one of them we're very, very familiar because she's with us every month
Yes.
at a school board meeting. So we have the Valedictorian and Salutatorian from Northwest Early College. So Valedictorian, introduce yourself, please.
Hi, my name is Gastelum. I'm a graduating senior as the Valedictorian, and yes, I did serve on the school board as a student representative.
Okay.
And I'm Leah Novelo. I go by my middle name though, which is Olivia, and I am the graduating Salutatorian from ECHS.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Thank you
Thank you so much.
Well, I like to call the Vals and Salts our best and brightest, right? These are the students that really exemplify
Why?
because they're our
I
best
was-
and brightest.
I was like 48th of them in my class.
Then you were not
Yeah.
you were not the best and brightest of that class.
We don't have 48th of them?
Yeah, I know we don't. So we have the best and brightest of the best and brightest here.
Yeah.
Northwest Early College is one of the top schools in the country.
Blue ribbon.
Blue Ribbon School, nationally recognized, one of America's best public schools. I mean, we're talking top-notch students, and these are the top-notch of the top-notch students. So congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
And so we are one day before graduation.
Oh
We're
my
recording
gosh.
this the Thursday before your
Wow.
graduation. And
Why the OMG? Why the
It's just,
I don't know. For me, it didn't really hit until today. Until
Yeah.
when we were literally walking out of the school, and I was like, "Oh, this is the last time I'm ever gonna do this." And I was like, "Oh."
it's like we had a end of the year ceremony, and the whole school gathered together to say goodbye to us. And we also had some people from the middle schools come in so we can show
Yeah.
them what our school's about. And it dawned upon me, like, oh my god, like there's people here that I will never ever see again. Like
Yeah, like some of the teachers, I was like,
yeah.
"Oh, I didn't even say bye to them."
yeah.
Like maybe I'll
just-
see them tomorrow, but
It like happened so quick, and I was
yeah,
like, oh my
it
gosh.
was jarring. But yeah,
yeah, this is one of the rites of passage, right? This is one of the milestones you hit.
And one of the things we always say, and I agree with Gustavo and Holly, Cujo
Junior.
You guys don't know Cujo, right? It's a
No.
movie back in the day. It's a movie way back in the day.
It's a demonic dog.
Or demonic dog.
Back to dogs.
It all to do with back to dogs. No, but what was my point?
I don't know. You were going to agree with me, which I like.
Oh yeah. Is that like they always have. It's cute. It's very cute, and I love that I see the kids with like pre-K, kinder graduation,
Oh, yes.
8th grade graduation. It's like, no, you don't graduate. You're going from pre-K. Yeah, it's cute to see the little kid in his robe and the hat and 8th grade to 9th grade, but it's not graduating. The graduating is now.
I get a lot of heat sometimes because people tell me, like, I tell them that there's no such thing as pre-K graduation. There's no such thing as 8th grade graduation. There's only high school graduation and then college graduation. Those are the only milestones we hit. We all work as a school system to get you to this day. And 8th grade you should celebrate it. It's a promotional ceremony, the same as pre-K. And it's like Dr. G said, it's cute. But let's not lose sight of what's important here. Because we're working to get you to this moment.
Till tomorrow.
Wow.
And I really felt that, like, when we walked around, we went to all, like, elementaries and middle schools and everything, like, I thought a lot about that because it felt like I was so excited back then to, like, go from 5th grade to 6th grade or, like, 8th grade to 9th grade. But it was like bittersweet because I was like, oh, it's not the same at all. Like, it feels very, very different now, like a lot more serious, but I also feel like I'm ready. I don't know, was it the same for you?
Yeah, like we were at the graduation parade for like all the all the students, and it just felt so like surreal, like walking with everyone, and then it made me realize like how little I was back then, because I did go to Jose Damian for pre-K, and so I looked back and I was like, oh my gosh, like I was here in this cafeteria running around, and like then I actually felt so grown up. I don't know why. Like I thought I was
Oh, just wait.
I was like it, and it just it goes to show how far we've all come.
So tell us a little bit about your plans. What's up next in the fall for you, Paris?
So I do plan to attend the University of Texas at El Paso.
Go Miners, picks up.
Go Miners. I will get my degree in biomedical sciences, and then I'm going to continue my education to pursue a career in the medical field. And so I do plan on becoming a pediatrician after medical school.
We need more of those. Lily?
My plans after graduating, I'm going to go to NMSU, most likely, potentially UTEP, but most likely NMSU, and work towards my sociology degree. And then after that, I plan to go into urban planning, but I know that usually requires a master's, so I might do that or try to go through other like programs or opportunities, just kind of see.
Olivia, you mentioned when we were talking about your activities, you said you feel you're ready. Ready for what? What has 12 years in our system? Your Val-Sal. What are you ready for?
I'm ready for a lot of freedom. I'm definitely ready for, I feel like when I say freedom, I feel like I've been like prepared enough to go out and kind of make some of my own decisions and pursue something that I really want to do, or like pursue classes that I want to take and learn things that I want to learn, or travel, like.
Wow, you don't want to learn biochemistry. Hydrogen, 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen makes water.
I've heard that people change their majors often, so
I did.
And that's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. So I'm ready to kind of face the world, I guess, and like.
Do you feel that the classes, the teachers at Northwest help you prepare for this next stage?
I honestly do. I do, because looking back now, like, I don't think I would say the same thing necessarily when I was like in it and younger, but looking back now, I have seen like the teachers, just like the amount of dedication that they put into the students, especially at ECHS, like they're just very caring and attentive, and a lot of them are also like inspiring, like Miss Colley comes to mind. She's always like,
she's awesome. She's
and like very encouraging, and just very encouraging for us to like pursue what we want to do and like pursue our passions. And I feel like for me at least that has been like definitely very helpful in preparing me.
Ms. Paris.
For me as well, I'm very grateful to all the teachers that did support me these past 4 years. And you know, just not just in my education, but also emotionally, they were there for me as well. Again,
Emotional. You guys are. What do you guys got to be emotional about? You're not getting bitten by Holly.
This is her. Come on. She's the sweetest dog in the world.
so cute. The people listening can't see it, but
Yeah,
can't see her, but she's very cute.
she is adorable.
So you ready? You ready? What do you think you're gonna face in life? Like, how are you gonna? You said they got you emotionally, right? Because again, life's hard because you're gonna hit, goes up, down. You're gonna hit walls. You're gonna hit. How? And we're always here for you guys. I mean, you guys were a phone call away, we're an email away. But what? I guess what are you prepared for as you go to UTEP? And because it sounds so perfect, right? I'm going to UTEP, and then we'll go medical school, and become this pediatrician. You know.
I know, it's like step A and then B and then C.
Yeah.
It's like like a 3-part plan. But so I am ready for just taking on this next part of my life. I'm a little bit scared, I will admit, but I am ready to, you know, be taking more rigorous coursework and really like use the knowledge I learned from Northwest and like all my study skills and
Put you on a spot. Hardest teacher at Northwest, early college. But you love them because they're hard on you.
Dr. Muir.
Dr. Muir, yeah.
Why is she? Yeah, I love Dr. Muir.
Dr. Muir, I will admit, when I was in her class, I was stressed out because she was like, okay, write an essay by the end of the class period with all these requirements. And then I was like, oh my gosh, like, why can't she just give us until like 11:59, you know?
Right.
Like it was always by the end of the class period with that time frame. And she wanted to like prepare us for being able to use our words effectively and write in a like well-constructed way. And so it was like kind of like daunting to be there sometimes, but at the end I was like, oh my gosh, I learned so much, and I really do love Dr. Muir. Shout out to Dr. Muir, she's our class sponsor.
Yeah, I loved the way that she did her teaching. A lot of it was, like Paris said, like just in class, like we used every minute of class time, and it was definitely stressful at the time, but like by the end I just felt like more confident in my writing. And I also felt like I just had so much respect for her because, again, I like, yeah, there's just the dedication that she had to us for like setting up that structure for her class and like giving us those assignments.
And she's straight up. She's straight up.
Yeah, yeah.
She tells you like it is.
She's very honest.
She doesn't.
She is very matter of fact. Yeah.
But she gets you thinking.
She gets you thinking, and she'll challenge your thinking.
What do you think is the biggest misconception people have about Northwest and Northwest students? What's like something that people think about your school that is not
That
necessarily
we don't
true?
have like sports or any like activities, and that we're just like school. Would you say?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, I've heard people say that ECHS is just like only about getting your degree or getting the associates. Like that's the only thing
That we have to offer.
Yeah, that we have to offer. But yeah, like I feel like with what we were saying about like the teachers and the other activities and stuff we do, it's definitely a lot more than that, and people maybe don't know about that. Even if like we post it, they don't know like the inner like workings, I guess.
And all the fun
Yeah,
stuff that
with-
you guys still
Yeah,
do.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
our intramural sports. Lots of people think we don't have sports, and we do. Or like they
Prom,
think,
homecoming.
yeah, we have
Right.
prom. We
Yeah.
have a lot of our own traditions as well, like our Northwest Lights holiday
Yeah.
show. Like we're
Like the Dia de los Muertos
oh
celebration.
yeah, the festival that we
That
do.
one has always been my favorite, and that is something like I feel is so special and like specific to Northwest, and that's something that I don't think like a lot of other people know about. Like
and our Veterans Day ceremony as well. We have like a lot of fun activities we do throughout the year, and since we're a small school, it's like very tight knit with everyone, so everyone gathers together and gets their hands dirty to help make the events possible.
Yeah.
You all are been a principal at a comprehensive high school. My kids went to Theo High School. But Northwest is so special. Like, you guys walk around and everybody knows everybody. But I think what prepares you is that we trust you to walk from your campus to EPCC. And that takes, you gotta trust you. People are like, what about these kids? And I'm like, well, you guys are available, you guys do it because you guys have that drive, that I don't say I don't see it at a comprehensive high school, but it's a lot different because they still have bells, at a traditional high school, but I think is that we treat you all like mini adults. Hey, you're here for a reason, and take advantage of the opportunity, and you do, and many of you do, and that's why you're considered one of the best high schools.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a big part of it. I honestly, I feel like at this point I've like forgotten. I would like catch myself in the past years like remembering that the high school has it so much different, like you were saying with the bells and everything, and that kind of thing is like I was definitely very grateful for that because that was like, it was just nice. It felt nice to have that like respect and then to kind of take that responsibility of like being on time and passing and just putting in the work and everything. So
I guess one of the things is how does it feel to sit in a community college classroom with other, because there's some classrooms where you have other students there, right? It's not just Northwest. How does that, what's that ambience like when you talk in class and here's this, like I was an older student when I went to community college and I see some little kid who's 16, 17, right? How does that?
Well, there's a lot of respect that's given to us, just as how we give respect to the class when, we get there on time. And it is like an environment that would be different from like a traditional high school, just because everyone trusts each other and we all go to class. And I mean, it is a bit harder to kind of interact with other people at the community college. But there are a lot of like project opportunities where you can meet people.
Yeah, because you're sitting in classes with people of different age groups, and they're not all your age. There are some guys as old as me in there.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely, it can definitely be like intimidating at times. Mm-hmm. But as the class goes on, like I feel like we kind of get used to it and then more comfortable, and like, yeah. There are definitely opportunities to like talk to other people or talk to the teacher. The teacher has hours and stuff like that.
All right. And I don't want you don't have to divulge anything. Your speeches for tomorrow night. Your speeches. I mean, what?
Are you guys gonna make us cry?
You make us cry.
Hopefully.
How did did Dr. Muir help you? Did you guys, what inspiration came?
You want to go first?
So, I'm going to be a little vague and it'll make sense in my speech tomorrow. But I was struggling to find the right words for my speech. And then I kind of started thinking about what are like the traits that make up our class. Like, who are we? Like, and what have we been through? What have we overcome? And like, what has gotten us to this moment? So I thought about that, and that's how I was able to kind of write out the speech. And yes, I did get help from Dr. Amir after I wrote the first draft, and she made sure that it was well written so that you all can enjoy it tomorrow.
Awesome. Olivia?
It was honestly a pretty similar process for me, I would say. Like, I thought a lot about like what we as a class have gone through, and that included stuff like the pandemic and stuff like that. And then I focused on things that, or not focused, but I kind of took inspiration from stuff that I feel like I've learned this year and maybe my classmates have learned, just from like seeing how we've changed like from freshman year all the way to now, and kind of talked more about like, just like, I guess, values and stuff like that. And I also got help from Dr. Amir, so she made sure to.
But you know
I'm
what?
excited to.
And I think, and that's my personal my brother was in medical school, and he was struggling in, I think, biochemistry in medical school. I don't know, second year. And then he went back to his high school person, and the high school person got him through that class. So if you're there at UTEP or NMSU and you need someone to help write, I'm sure Dr. Muir we will always be there to help you.
And that's part of the kind of the promise, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's our
we're always going to be here. You're always part of this community.
But this
no
is,
matter
what I'm curious though, because this is the first time, and I've been doing these graduations for 10 years, that both schools have the same class song, which is "I Lived." Was it? What's that song by One Republic?
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
That's your class song.
not that either.
That's what I heard. Is that not your class song?
No, it
It is our class.
Yeah,
I
but
just
so
didn't
it's
know.
kind of the high shows the same.
Yeah.
same
What's the
stuff.
song? One Republic.
Yeah,
I
I
lived.
lived.
I Lived, right? But what about that song? Because I'm like, it's the first time in 10 years that both high schools,
That's a big coincidence.
right?
Wow.
So it's that song obviously speaks to
Yeah.
the students.
What does it?
for some
What
reason.
does it? I Lived mean? And I never heard it. I'm gonna listen to it so I can kind of figure some words. And
I actually haven't heard either. Have you? I don't think I
All right.
picked that one because we had like.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't hear it, but I do think that kind of shows like our connection, and also like we're both the class of 2024, and so we did go through similar things. So I think that with that song that we chose, that I mean, we're gonna hear it tomorrow, or yeah, we're gonna hear it tomorrow. I do think that with both of the schools having that same song, it goes to show that it like encompasses what we both classes went through. I don't know if it makes sense, but
so good catch. Good catch. No, that was a great analogy at how, because you all did go through COVID. Was that
Yeah.
8th grade?
Yeah.
When 8th grade was shut down, and you lost maybe your 9th grade. Not lost, but it was hard.
yeah,
Ninth
it was.
grade.
It did
online.
honestly feel like well, at least for me, it felt like I lost it, and it did take a while to kind of bounce back, and then eventually I feel like we got, I don't know, we got together, we got our stuff together, and like we pushed past it, and I feel like that kind of goes with the song.
Yeah.
Like that's what living's about.
Because again, my daughter just graduated from UT of Austin. Her middle name is Olivia. She goes by Olivia.
Oh wow!
Congratulations.
That's cool. But her 2020 graduation was the COVID year.
Yeah.
That March, and they didn't have it. Like yours was in a parking lot in Northwest Raleigh. And they had a drive-through, like a drive, and so when she graduated in last Friday, for me it was big because she didn't.
That's her
have
first
that.
graduation.
Yeah, she was Val, so she never got to speak and so.
That's true. She didn't have a speech.
Yeah, she spoke like on a video, but she didn't like speak in front of a class, and but she also now she can say me getting attacked by Holly.
Well, guys, I'm looking forward to your speeches. I'm looking forward to the graduation tomorrow. It's always a bittersweet moment for us because we see you guys reach that milestone, but it means you're going on, right, and moving on.
Yeah.
But it's always a fun time too. Graduations.
What's my song? I can't stop the feeling.
Can't stop the feeling. Yeah, he always picks a song.
Sunshine in my pocket. I just heard it. I was
and I've not worked with him on his speech, so I'm a little worried about it.
No, I get because it's something that motivates me. That it's like, and I'll just little snidbit is empathy. Is how do we? Yeah, your Val Sal, that's great. The grades, but are you a good person? And does that matter more? Or do you feel compassion when you see people? And I think that's more important. Are we these young people that are coming into our system? Are they good? Do they have good hearts? Are they going to bring peace to the world? Or are we going to sit there and fight? Like, see all this stuff going on in the world? Because because my generation, we're messing it up. We really are. We need help from y'all to bring us back together, to bring that love and accept differences. It's okay to be different. It's okay, but we all want to be the same, and when we're not the same, we want to fight with each other. You know, whatever you believe in, whoever you vote for, it's like, and we got it all wrong, and so we need a new generation to come and bring us together. And that's why, so empathy came up. So my speeches were on empathy.
Yeah, that's. I'm actually really happy to hear that, because I feel like mine is like about empathy too, or at least that's definitely like where I drew a lot of inspiration. But I'm not always sure if that's like, I don't know. I feel like as a student, especially at ECHS, there's definitely a lot of focus on like academic stuff, and sometimes I'm not sure if that's like, I don't know, the message that like people care about as much. Not that it doesn't matter, but like, yeah, just that people might not.
Well, you need it in the system. Like, to get a medical school, you need a good GPA. You need to go to graduate school. Yeah, you need it, but are you a good person? You know, that matters to me more than anything. Except Holly.
She's a good person.
She's
She's a good dog.
She's a good person.
but we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. We're excited about graduation. Again, congrats, guys.
Tomorrow, 7
so
p.m.,
much.
right?
You know,
7
don't
p.m.
7 p.m. at McKelligan Canyon. If you're
McKelligan
listening to
Canyon.
this right as we post it, if not, know that we had a great celebration for them.
Yeah, we will.
Hopefully
All
the
right.
wind isn't too bad while we're giving our speeches.
Oh yeah, true.
No rain. No rain though, but
all right.
let's see
Well,
about
that's
the
good.
wind.
That's all we face. Today's a good day.
Great.
All
Thank
right,
you guys.
amen.
Congrats.
Wish you all
Thank
the
you so
best.
much.
And we will be back next week. What's that called?
The commencement. Pomp and circumstance.
Pomp and
Yeah.
circumstance. Yeah. That's right.
Oh, that's right.
All right. See you guys next week.
All right. See y'all. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much
Thank
for having
you.
us.
Nah,